Good morning, everybody. It is, what day is it today? Thursday, July 6th. We are in Philadelphia, heading to get some Junior Ranger badges today. We are in, right now we are currently at the Benjamin Franklin National Site. We're also gonna go to Liberty Hall and do some fun stuff today in Philadelphia. You guys ready? Yes? Okay, let's do this. Inspired by George Clemere, Philadelphia merchant statement and signer of both the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution of the United States, the signer commemorates the spirit and deeds of all who devoted their lives to the cause of American freedom. So this is a statue of the signer.
Why did you become a ranger? And what's your favorite national park?
My favorite national park is Kings Canyon, which is in California. I was stationed there one summer, and I became a ranger because I love the history and the nature and talking to people all day and getting paid for it.
Where's Kings Canyon?
California.
Where?
So just north of Sequoia.
Okay, we live in Coronado. We live in California, so.
All right.
So. Okay, so unfortunately, same as always, since I don't know, I really don't know which days I'm going to be at which places because we're traveling a bunch, and you know, sometimes we might want to stay longer here or there. We didn't get tickets for Independence Hall. I guess they have tickets that you need, so we didn't get those. So we're gonna go around and see. Maybe we can figure it out later. We'll see. Congress Hall, the very first Capitol building. So that was cool. Basically the starting of the House of Representatives. Now we're going to go up to see where the Senate started.
And if you have any questions, we are here to answer them.
They have questions. Go around this side too?
Yep.
All right, you know what, Kevin, that's
Hey boys, so this thing, so just think, when that was brand new, right? When that was brand new, just think of the reflection of all of the important people who signed. All of them dipped the quill in that to sign the Declaration of Independence. That's pretty cool, huh? Okay, so we can't go inside right now, but this is Independence Hall. Independence Hall, right? Abraham Lincoln stood here when he raised the flag of Independence Hall on February 22nd, 1861. This cap was placed by Post 2 Department of Pennsylvania Grand Army into the Republic. important part. You know what liberty is?
What?
Liberty is our freedom.
I can't.
So then they print, huh?
I need to like.
No, you don't need to cut it. Just put it down
Daddy.
and then hold it and then get the rest of the bee.
Wait.
Awesome, buddy. Liberty. I love it.
I'm gonna do
Hold it up, Mikey. Mikey, what does it say?
it. Liberty.
Liberty. Okay, so we're in Philly. What are we gonna have? Are we gonna have a Philly cheesesteak?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is that... Okay, boys. So when in Philly, what do we have for lunch?
Cheesesteaks.
What kind of cheesesteak?
Oh,
A Philly cheesesteak, the original cheesesteak.
yeah.
Yeah? Okay. You ready? Okay, let's have some.
That camera looks like a blob.
What are you using that for?
That's my glasses. Everything looks like a blob. I can't even see my We're very close. And he looks like a blob.
Come here, Mikey. I need to tell you something very important. Okay, so boys, there's a valuable lesson, right? Wu-Tang is forever. You understand that? What's Wu-Tang? You'll learn one day. What do you think of that? Do you recognize people? Do you recognize the place? Yeah? Do you think that was the Congress Hall? You can see who? George Washington, and I see Ben Franklin right there in the middle. In the very, very middle, the short guy standing up in the middle. No, the one next to him. This is a very famous painting as well. Washington crossing the Delaware. So who do you think that guy in the middle is? George Washington.
Why are they all squished?
They're all squished because they were going to fight a battle and they were crossing the Potomac.
What's the Potomac?
It's a river. Okay, so for those of my brothers from another mother and sisters from another mother, I am standing in a very historical spot. Tun Tavern. So Tun Tavern. Near here stood Tun Tavern, which is regarded as the traditional birthplace of the United States Marine Corps. Hoorah! Authorized by a resolution of the Continental Congress, November 10th, 1775. Semper Fidelis.
Daddy, video me.
So we started in a bar,
Daddy,
and
video me.
most of you guys ended up drunk in a bar. Okay, so we finished Philadelphia, and we're heading to visit some of Catalina's friends that she went to college with at Penn State, and we had to replenish some stock. We had to stock up on some things, some snacks and all this. So of course we're stopping by my favorite store, and my favorite store, as most people know, is Costco. Now I think I'm in a parallel universe, because we drive up to Costco and the gas station has like only one car in it. It's like there's no line. Then we go to park and there's like lots of parking up front. It's an oddity, but Hey, I'll take it. I just wish they had diesel at the gas station. They did not have diesel here. Like, what is this madness? Like, we're pulling up and there's nobody in line. This is not Sparta. This is madness. Hey guys, so after Philadelphia, we drove down and met some of Catalina's friends from college. So we've enjoyed the night with them. Tomorrow we're gonna wake up and we're gonna head into DC and try to do some stuff in DC. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Philadelphia was really cool. Mateo really I think he started to enjoy the history aspect of the United States and was starting to get it. And the Rangers, the park rangers had this program there where if you went up to one of them and asked a question, they would give you a trading card. So he kept running up to all the park rangers and getting trading cards, and the trading cards were historical figures and events. You know, like there was a George Washington and Madison and a Jefferson and a Adams. So he really enjoyed that. Mikey, so, but he was having fun collecting the cards. So that was, I hope I sparked a love of history. You know, I love American history, and, you know, where else to start American history but Philadelphia. I will say I was a little disappointed that the Marine Corps thing, I thought they were going to have a little bigger memorial for the whole Tun Tavern and, you know, the founding of the Marine Corps, but it's okay. You know, we are who we are. Good morning, everybody. Today is July 7th. I think today is the official 21 days on the road. We spent the night at Catalina's friend's house in Pennsylvania, outside of Philadelphia, and woke up and drove into Washington, D.C. We're gonna do some stuff in Washington, D.C. today. Currently we parked the van at Union Station, so right now we are in the center of Union Station. The boys are having fun, right? Stepping on dots. We're gonna go check out some of the historical sites and try to grab some Junior Ranger badges today. And right now it looks like there's a little bit of rain going on, but if you look in front of us, we are walking out into Washington, D.C. The Capitol building, they're doing some renovations right now to the Capitol building. And also it appears that they're picking up after the 4th of July celebration that they had here. Dealing with a little bit of rain today. It's off and on. We're gonna try to get to the other side of the park and see how we do. Okay, we are in the Smithsonian, the Natural History Museum. We're gonna check out some things in here, get out of the rain, and figure out where we're going next. So we'll see some cool things and do some cool things. Okay, I don't know what's going on here in DC, but every ranger station is closed. They have all these maps and signs pointing to ranger stations.
This way.
Okay, so if you come to Washington, D.C. and you're trying to get a Junior Ranger badge, the place to go is the information booth, which is right here, right next to the World War II monument. So I was speaking with them in there. They said that basically they're super understaffed and you know, they need 12 more rangers, so they don't have enough rangers for the National Mall. But it's one Junior Ranger badge for the entire National Mall. Now there are Ford's Theater and a couple other ones that are outside of the National Mall, but those are outside and we're just here in the National Mall today. So if you get your Junior Ranger badge, if you're looking for it, just go to the World War II Museum to pick up the booth, or pick up the booklet there. Nowhere else do they have it. Okay, so this, boys, this is the World War II Memorial, okay? Want to do it? Yeah. At the end of World War II, troops celebrated in the fountains of Europe. In honor of that time, you may sit with your feet in the rainbow pool, but you may not walk, swim, or sit in the water. So if you want to, you can do it. Boys, so after the war, to celebrate winning, the soldiers would put their feet in the fountains in Europe, right? As a way of just taking a deep breath and relaxing. So that's what we're doing for a second here.
Feels weird.
Yeah? Hey, you see that sign over there?
Yeah.
It said, here is the mark. Here we mark the price of freedom. Here we mark the price of freedom. I wonder how much each one of those stars represents. Hey Mateo, where are we going? Who's in the Lincoln Memorial? Lincoln. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Positive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we've been here before.
So, what was Abraham Lincoln really known for doing? Something very big. You don't remember? The Emancipation Proclamation? Do you remember that? When he freed who?
Slaves.
When he freed the slaves, right? Because nobody should own anybody, right?
Yeah.
Do you know that there's still countries?
Yeah.
There's still countries that have slaves.
Why?
No clue, buddy. Where are we?
45.
Mikey.
Abraham Lincoln.
The Abraham Lincoln Memorial?
I don't know.
Yep, that's where we're at. Okay, how many stairs?
40.
47.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 40, 41. Maggie, what are you doing?
Kissing mommy.
What?
Kissing mommy.
Kissing mommy? You giving mommy loves?
So wait. Dad, video this.
Okay, so this is the Vietnam Memorial. So this one has a little special place in my heart because, so the memorial has the names of the soldiers that died in the war, but there are a lot of people who fought in that war who died because of it, whose names are not on the wall. So this is the Vietnam Memorial, right? So these names that are written here are the names of the men and women who died in the Vietnam War, right? So there's something pretty specific to this, right? So a lot of these, there's a lot of people whose name should be on here. Like, I think your Papa Mike, my dad's name, should be on here. Even though he did not die in Vietnam, he died because of Agent Orange exposure from when he was in Vietnam, right? So let's see if we can see any of the other history stuff, okay? Let's see. We'll look. Tell me if you find any coins. Tell me if you see any coins, right? Hey, be respectful, okay?
What's that?
So somebody left some pool cue. That's the cue for, because he probably played pool with some of his friends. Pool is a game. Yeah. So the coins mean something. So if there is a, well, maybe the coins are all picked up, but if somebody leaves a penny, if a penny is left, it means that they visited the grave, okay? If a nickel is left, it means that that person was in boot camp with the person, okay? If there's a dime left, it means that they served with the person. And if there's a quarter that's left, it means that that person was with the soldier when they died. And list goes on and on and on, huh? There's a lot of people who passed away in that war, isn't there? And there's a lot of people who died after that war because of that war. Like your grandfather. That was my dad. Unfortunately, you never... Where is my dad? My dad passed away before you were born. Right before you were born, he passed away. So the big thing about all these memorials is, the common saying, right? All gave some gave all. So Mateo, you were asking what I was saying, right? So during Vietnam, a lot of people didn't have a choice on whether they went to the war or not. There was something called the draft, and they just pick a number, and if your number was drawn, you had to go, right? So there's a saying that when you join the service, you sign a blank check, right? A blank check for your life, right? So you don't, when you join, you don't know where you're gonna go. You don't know where you're gonna go, and you don't know what you're gonna do, right? You do whatever the president says, right? So there's this saying, right, that so there's this saying, right, and the saying goes like this, is that all gave some and some gave all. Do you know what that means? So everybody who signed up, they gave a part of themselves to fight for the rights that we have as Americans, right? So we all gave something. But when it says that some gave all, some gave the ultimate sacrifice of their life. And they died for it. And some people will say it's, Vietnam was an interesting war, right? But the people who went, they were serving their country. So today in DC was an interesting day. We dodging rainstorms, thunderstorms, super high humidity. We're all drenched with sweat not from the rain, from just the humidity. So we're all tired. We stayed up way too late last night talking with Catalina's friends. So the boys are kind of exhausted as well. So we might call it an early day for DC. We'll be here again to get some more Junior Ranger badges on another time. But yeah, we stayed up till midnight last night and woke up at 6:30 this morning and the boys, you know, they got 6 hours sleep when they're used to getting like 12 hours sleep. So they're a bit pooped. So we're gonna go try to relax, cool off, and meet up with some of Catalina's cousins who live in the DC area. So this is what happens with the heat and lack of sleep. They both passed out.